Okay, before we get started, I would just like to state for the record that I realize how questionable this lighting is, but it's starting to get dark out. Yeah, I tried to film this review earlier today and it was not working, so I had to stop and actually write a script for this video, which I've never done before. Normally I just have a bullet pointed list of stuff I want to hit, and that was not doing it. So yeah, script. Hopefully this goes better. So today we're talking about Ballads of Suburbia by Stephanie Kuehnert. This book is the story of a girl named Kara and her group of friends growing up in the suburbs of Chicago in the mid-90s. And things go to hell in a handbasket, basically. So everybody really loves this book. It's got an average of 4.5 stars on Goodreads and Shelfari. It has only 4 and 5 star reviews on Amazon. I haven't been able to find a single negative review of it anywhere. Yes, everybody loves this book. Except me. Before we get started, I'd like to sing you a song that I wrote. It's called the Negative Review Disclaimer Song, and I think we should all just take a moment to listen to it and reflect upon its message and absorb it, and yeah. I didn't happen to like this thing, but it's okay if you liked this thing. I think that we can all still be friends unless you start yelling at me in my comments section. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. First of all, I'd like to say that I didn't think this book was really bad by any means. It just didn't work for me personally. I picked this up because I read an article by the author in an online magazine where she recounted a romantic misadventure from her teenage years. And the article was amazing. It was just really honest and truthful, and let's be real here, anytime you write about terrible dudes you've made out with, I'm gonna be like, girl, I feel ya. And in the comment section of the article, a whole lot of people were saying things like, wow, I didn't realize how much of your real life went into your book. And so naturally I was like, oh awesome, she wrote a book, I will definitely check that out. And I did. And I didn't like it. And I'm just kind of perplexed about it because I feel like on paper I should absolutely like this book. Honestly, it took me a while to figure out why this book didn't work for me. It wasn't that my expectations were too high because I had no idea how beloved it was until after I had finished reading it. I'm admittedly outside of the target demographic for this book, but I've read and loved a ton of other YA novels. It's a pretty dark story, but I mean, I don't mind that unless I feel like the story is needlessly dark, which I didn't think that this was. I thought the writing was good. I thought it was structured in a really interesting way, but for some reason I just didn't connect with this story emotionally. And I thought about this really hard, and the conclusion that I finally come to is that there's just too much stuff. And what I mean by that is, well, I'm sure you noticed how vague my summary of the plot was, and that's because there are a ton of characters, and this book hits on so many issues. So many. I'm serious. Here is a list of all of the issues that this book deals with that I could think of off the top of my head. I was going to use pictures that were more thematically appropriate, but kittens make it way less horrifying, and I decided I really didn't want to do a Google image search for self-harm. No. But do you see what I'm getting at here? It's just so much. It's like 4 seasons worth of Degrassi crammed into one book. And I'm saying that as somebody who liked Degrassi. And I'm sure that some of you are thinking, well, yeah, it's a lot, but there are plenty of people that all of this actually happens to. And I'm sure that there are. But when it's all thrown at me at once, with all these characters, it just makes it hard for me to focus on any one person or any one issue, which subsequently makes it hard for me to care about any of them. I don't know, I just feel like it would have been a much stronger book if it had been more tightly focused on just a few of the characters and a few of the issues. However, all of that being said, I really don't feel comfortable discouraging anybody from reading this. So many people love this book that I feel like it just really comes down to my own personal preference, and if this sounds interesting to you, you should probably read it. Okay, that is everything that I wanted to talk about. If you have also read this book, I would love to know what you thought about it. If, you know, you're wanting to have a reasonable discussion down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.